Hello, myself Dr. C.S. Jayanti Prasad. Welcome once again to Retail Management. Kindly subscribe my channel. Topics for this session: relationship marketing, relationship strategies in relationship marketing, loyalty program, importance of research in retailing, methods of retail research, forms of observation, internationalization of retailing, motives of international retailing. Let us see one by one the topics. Relationship marketing. Relationship marketing refers to all marketing activities directed towards establishing, developing, and maintaining successful relation exchanges. It means that a complete relationship has to be maintained in the marketing field. Relationship marketing draws upon a number of areas: customer quality, customer service, social interaction. So always a customer is expecting some sort of quality, service, and social relationships. Relationship marketing implemented through various components: rewards, customer service, and involvement of customers in planning and execution of retail strategy. Customer service is the vital part of relationship marketing. Relationship marketing emerged out of two major considerations. Let us see what are those things. Macro level. At this macro level, there was increased necessity to maintain relationship with employees, customers, suppliers, and government. So always there should be some sort of external part necessity that comes about employees, customers, and suppliers and government. Micro level. At the micro level, there was a shift from transaction focus to relationship marketing. Relationship strategies in relationship marketing. Personalization. It describes the social content of interaction between service employees and their customers. It can be regarded as the means of showing recognition and respect, example, feeling of familiarity, personal recognition, friendship, and social support by the retailer. So here to understand the customer very easily, to identify the customer with personal recognition, some sort of friendship has to be developed with social support by the retailer. Sometimes retailers recognize customers calling by their name. Special treatment benefit. Relationship marketing does not tell to maintain relationship with all customers. Customer focus and selectivity is the key aspect of relationship marketing. So any sort of relationship marketing has to possess some sort of customer's focus, and it should have a relationship tie up with every sort of customers. Communication benefits. Efforts must be taken to stay in touch with the customers is the key determinants of relationship marketing. Companies use direct mail, email, and telephone and SMS service to keep in touch with the customers. So always there should be some sort of relationship. It can be through mail sort of thing or SMS sort of thing, or it should have some sort of affectionate based with the customers. Rewards. Pricing incentives, money savings, free gifts are the ways to reward loyal customers. Rewarding efforts must be more functional and economical. Next, coming to loyalty program. The use of loyalty program is evident from the fact that the corporate expenditure on loyalty program is booming. The following are the basis for loyalty program. Loyal customers are cheaper to serve. Retailers may not be required to invest, maintain, and communicate with the customer loyal, as they are already predisposed to search for information, new arrivals, and services. So always maintaining a loyal customers is more important aspect for any retailer. So once they can communicate with that customer, they can increase the network process. Loyal customers are willing to pay more for a given bundle of offering. Customers normally stick into a one business entity because of high switching cost and psychological stress. They therefore will pay higher prices. They act as effective marketer for the service offering. The word of mouth marketing is very effective and many stores justify their investment in loyalty program. So always word of mouth own concept is going to impact towards the loyalty programs. Loyal customers, but from the new customers the loyal one brings. Next, coming to retail research. Research. So innovation way, from invention to innovation way has to be done. Retail research, marketing research specifies the information required to address the marketing issues, marketing opportunities, evaluate marketing actions, monitor marketing performance, design the method of collecting information, manages and implements the data collection process, analyze and communicate the findings and their implications. So whatever the research is being done through marketing specifies about the data collection and data evaluation and data analysis to find the implications. Importance of research in retailing. Retail research can help retailers to take important decisions such as market positioning, which retail format will be most suitable for the particular target market, how best to display merchandise, and so on. So here it comes about the decisional aspect of the retailing part. What is the positioning of the market? What is the position of the product in the market? Can be justified. At the retail level, research is used for concept testing, business feasibility analysis, identifying the correct product mix, understanding the target market profile, understanding and analyzing consumer behavior. So in retail level research also we can find about the product mix, various sort of things which are going to focus about what is the price, place, promotion or sort of things can be done with the target market profile, understanding and analyzing consumer behavior. Methods of retail research. Qualitative research methods. It is used to find out what is in the consumer's mind. The retailer will be able to get oriented to the range and complexity of consumer activity and concerns. Such data may help retailer to know more about the things, feelings, thoughts and intentions, past behavior, which cannot be directly observed or measured. So there is some sort of qualitative research method which is going to be benefited for the various sort of things can be analyzed. What is the consumer behavior, thoughts, feelings and sort of things. Focus group study is used to identify the most likely product positioning and to know the course on the various features which go into the shopping such as ambience, shopping needs and requirements, style preferences. So we can analyze easily the shopping methods, shopping styles of customers or consumers. Major types. Exploratory research defines the problem in detail, suggests hypotheses used for generating ideas for a new product. Orientation method, getting to know the consumer's best view and vocabulary. Clinical, gaining insights of issues which otherwise might be impossible to pursue. Structured research methods. Coming to qualitative research can take the form of focus group discussions, projective techniques, word association test, third person role playing and sentence completion test. Quantitative research through survey. So once the research is being formed, it may be based on qualitative. Next coming to quantitative. Quantitative can be done through various sort of survey methods through using questionnaire process. Survey can help to understand the consumer behavior, current shopping pattern, to know the size of the market, the retail formats currently being used, size of the core target. The survey in many forms is one of the most widely used and well-known method of acquiring marketing information by communicating with a group of customers through questionnaire or interview. It is efficient and economical. So any sort of survey is dependent on getting some sort of communication through customers through various sort of questionnaires. Either it can be open-end questionnaire or closed-end questionnaire. Forms of observation. Direct observation, the retailer may use an observer disguised as a shopper to observe how long customer spends time in the display area. Contravid observation, buying teams discussed as the customers will try to find out what happens during normal interaction between the customer and retailers. Content analysis used to analyze the content or message of advertisement. Internationalization of retailing. The geographic shift in consumer spending over the last decade has been a numerous result in changing of priorities for many retailers. Rising incomes, improved infrastructure, and fewer tariffs have made a number of emerging markets both more accessible and more attractive. Many developed markets, on the other hand, have faced long periods of stagnation and, in some cases, decline. Motives of international retailing. There are numerous reasons why to proceed internationally. However, the objectives of every company for going international is to expand its business, search a new market and expand its customer base. So always the retailer system has to wants to expand its business to worldwide based, national and international also based. Growth and profitability. A lot of companies turn to global markets for growth. Introducing new products internationally can broaden their customers base, sales and revenues. Economies of scale. Expanding size and scope of market helps to achieve economies of scale. International approaches give economies of scale while sharing of cost and risk between markets. Risk diversification. Several companies move worldwide so that they can diversify selling products in numerous countries, reduces the company exposure to economic as well as political instability within the country. So they can easily diversify, they can avoid the risk by weighing of diversification. Thank you. Kindly like and subscribe my channel Dr. C. S. Jayanti Prasad. In coming sessions, we can look forward some more topics in retail management. Thank you.